name is Samantha Teo. Yeah, so my name is Samantha Teo and I'm representing CQ University. So I'm actually based in Melbourne. So that's me. And yeah, so over the next few slides, I'm just going to tell you a little bit more about CQ University and, you know, all our key selling points. So yeah, so first of all, CQ University is actually one of Australia's largest regional universities. So if you can see on the map here, we've actually, where you see the red dots, that represents where we have campuses in each location. So in Australia, I can say that CQ University probably has the most campus locations, okay? We have 12 campus locations for international students. So you can see that we have campuses in all the three major metro cities, Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. And other than that, Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, all the other campuses are considered regional campuses. So I think that's a really good sign for students because it means that they have a lot of opportunities to choose different campus. And if they study in a regional campus, then, you know, they will probably, you know, be able to apply for extra years for the PSW after they complete their course. Okay. In terms of our biggest campus, that would be in Rockhampton. Okay. You can see here, because we are Central Queensland University, our biggest flagship campus would be in Rockhampton, and also Mackay would probably be the second biggest campus. So we do have on-campus accommodation in these two campuses, in Rockhampton and Mackay. So I think Bright Can Achieve will send this presentation to all of you. So it will have a link. So if any of you or if any students want to have a virtual campus tour of our campus, whether it's Sydney, whether it's Brisbane or Melbourne or Mackay or Rockhampton, you can actually click on this link and it will bring you on a 360 degrees virtual campus tour. So it's, please, you know, when you have time, please check it out, okay? In terms of the study areas that we offer, so first of all, on the right-hand side of the slide, you can see that CQU is a multidisciplinary university. So we offer English course to vocational course to undergraduate to postgraduate like masters, and all the way up to research, higher research degrees like doctorate, you know, PhD, masters by research. So these are all the study areas that we offer. Okay, in my next few slides, I'm going to go over some groups of very, very popular courses. Okay, but first of all, we have 3 intakes per year. So we say T1, term 1, which is March, term 2, that's in July, and term 3 is in November. Okay, so term 3 is not compulsory. So, and again, not every single course has all 3 intakes. Most of the popular courses like MBA or IT or engineering, they do have 3 intakes per year, but specialized courses like nursing, you know, or some health courses, they usually just have 2 intakes per year. So in March and July every year, okay? So first of all, I just want to go through very quickly about our research courses. Okay, I don't know, you know, how many of you actually get research inquiries, but in Australia, I've seen an increase in the number of research applications up to 30 or 40% in the last 6 to 8 months. So a lot of students are asking about doing research now. So very quickly, you can see that for CQ University is very highly ranked in the area of research. From the first point on the slide here, you can see that we've actually won awards in 22 different categories. In 2018 to 2019, there's an award, so Excellence of Research in Australia, and we are one of the very few universities that actually won awards in 22 different categories. Okay, we have 9 world-class research centers and more than 500 over research staff. So these are the research higher degrees that we offer. We offer grad cert in research, masters, doctors of philosophy, and doctor of education. Okay, so Again, very few universities in Australia have this pathway, which is the Graduate Certificate of Research. So if you have any potential students that want to do a PhD or a Master's of Research, but if they don't have the background or they don't have the research background, then what we can do is we can offer them a pathway, which is to study the Grad Cert in Research for 6 months, package with 2 years of Masters of Research or the PhD. Okay, so again, I think we are one of the very few universities that offer this research pathway. So just remember this. This is the Masters of Research. And one thing is, for Masters of Research or any of the research courses, there's no set timetable. Okay, there's no set timetable because it's all self-paced, it's all self-guided, so the students can start anytime. Okay, when I say anytime means they can start any month. Okay, it doesn't matter the 3 intake dates. They can start in January, February, March, every single month until December. Okay, so yeah, so okay, they can start any month. Okay, and then another big advantage about CQU's research courses is that students don't need to have a supervisor at the time when they apply. Again, this is a big advantage because most of the universities here, they do require the students to find their own supervisor. Okay, if you have a student that wants to study research, they don't have a supervisor, that is fine. They can submit the expression of interest first. Okay, just one last thing I want to say about research. The application process is very long. It takes about 30 days, 1 month to 2 months at least. The whole process is a 2-stage process. So if you have any specific questions about research and you want to find out more, please go to the Canada Chief Office, Chow or Chrissy in Vietnam or Indonesia to ask more information, and then they can reach out to me and I can give you more information about research. Okay, so the next group of courses I just want to mention a bit is the VET courses, the vocational courses. Okay, at CQ University, we offered our vocational courses only in 2 regional campus locations, like in North Queensland, in Mackay and Rockhampton. So let me give you an example. Okay, you can see some of the study areas here. So let's say if you have a student that wants to study Cert 3 plus Cert 4 commercial cookery plus Diploma of Hospitality Management. And then after that, maybe they want to package with Bachelor of Hospitality Management, they can do it in Rockhampton. Okay, another example, let's say the student wants to study a Diploma of Nursing. Yes. I beg your pardon? Sorry? Yeah.
I think that made a mistake. Yeah, you may continue, Samantha. Sorry.
Oh, no problems. Yeah. So if somebody wants to study Diploma of Nursing plus Bachelor of Nursing, they can do it at Rockhampton as well. Okay. The good thing about studying in the regional location, I'm sure you all know that the students will, be able to apply for extra time after they finish the course with the PSW. Number 2, the living cost is much cheaper than in the main cities, like main cities, very affordable living costs. And number 3 is like most of these regional locations, 90% of the students are actually Australian students. Okay, so that's a very good advantage of studying the vocational courses in CQ University. Okay, now I come to the most important slide, I would say, in my whole presentation. Okay, these are our most popular courses in CQ University. Okay, and these courses, why are they most popular? Because all these courses, they do have internships. Okay, so all these courses have internships, and these are our most popular courses at CQ University. Okay, so some of you might think to yourself, okay, some other universities, they do offer internships as well. Okay, so what is the big what's a big advantage about CQ University, compared to another university that has internship? So first of all, let me just quickly go and tell you about the internships. The internships are usually 10 to 12 weeks, so about 3 months, usually in the students' final term. Okay, final term. And the internships are 100% fully arranged by CQ University. So it doesn't cost the student any extra money. They don't have to pay anything extra. And it's 100% arranged by CQU. Okay, we have over 3,000 partner organizations, although the internships are not paid. And I say this again, not paid. However, the internships that we arrange, the companies that we arrange are really very good companies, usually multinational companies or big companies, okay? So for example, like for engineering students, we've arranged students to work in BHP, very, very big, engineering company. We've arranged students to work in government organizations, as well as, like banks, health departments, and, five-star hotels. So it's much better than doing a paid internship in a very low or unrelated position. So that's why you can see that many of our students, right? For example, like many of our students who study Masters of Engineering, for example, okay, 80 to 90% of the students, after they finish their internship, they will be offered a full-time job in that company. Okay, of course, it depends on their performance, but many of our students will go on and be offered a full-time job immediately after they graduate, because the internship, as I mentioned, are very relevant industry internships, and they are 100% arranged by CQ University, and it's usually right at the end of the final term. Okay. For nursing itself, of course, we do have compulsory work placement. Okay, just moving on a little bit about Bachelor of Nursing. So as you know that many of our students, offshore and onshore in Australia as well, many of them want to study nursing, because I think, nursing is in demand now. And, I think a lot of people can apply for PR with nursing. So for nursing course, we only offer in our Rockhampton campus, which is again in North Queensland. It's a regional campus. And we only have 2 intakes a year, which is T1, term 1 in March. So March 2022 and July 2022, okay? So the IELTS score for nursing would be 7 across all bands, okay? So that's just a little bit about the nursing course. And next, I just want to mention something about our MBA course, okay? I'm not sure if you know this, but in a recent ranking, CQ University's MBA is actually ranked among top 10 in Australia. So our MBA is actually ranked among top 10 in Australia. And you can see from this slide here, CQU's MBA is actually in the same level as University of Queensland. Okay, of course, our tuition fees are much cheaper than University of Queensland. So if you have any students that want to study the MBA course, I do highly recommend you to promote CQ University's MBA course. Okay, so now I've come to the second part of the presentation. Okay, so what are some of the 2022 initiatives that we are offering for our students? Okay, this is really, really fantastic. So first thing is, you'll be pleased to know that in 2022, we are offering scholarships of 25% of the entire course duration. Okay, so we are offering scholarships of the entire course duration of all courses, for all courses, all campuses. Okay, so the students, in 2022, we don't have any GPA or any entry requirements to meet for the scholarship. You don't even have to apply for it separately. Once you apply and you get the offer letter, the scholarship will immediately be will be stated on your offer letter. Okay, again, this scholarship is 25% of the entire full course duration for all campuses. Okay, no GPA requirement. Okay, in terms of COE deposit, it's for offshore students. We do require 1 term full deposit for the COE deposit. All right. Okay, the next thing that's really, really exciting for CQU, okay, I believe we are probably one of the only universities in Australia that offer this, okay? We are offering free English as long as it is packaged with any academic course in CQ University. Okay, up to 30 weeks, 30 weeks. Okay, let me give you an example. Okay, let's say, except for the health courses like Bachelor of Nursing or Bachelor of Physiotherapy, because all these specialized health courses, the students do need to take IELTS first. Okay, it's recommended they try to meet the IELTS. Okay, however, for other courses, let me give you an example. Okay, let's say if you have a student want to study Masters of IT, okay, and then we accept all sorts of English tests, TOEFL, IELTS, Pearson, or if they want, we actually offer an online placement test as well. Okay, so you can talk to us, talk to Kenneth Chief, and we'll be able to offer an online placement test, and then the students will be able to package and do the free English up to 30 weeks, so they don't have to pay a single cent for the English. Okay, it's such a fantastic offer, and it's only available if they package with any academic course in CQ University. All right, so moving on, we also offer this free 3 weeks course. Usually once the student accepts the offer, we offer this to every single student. It's just a free 3 weeks course, 3 days per week. We issue COE as well. Okay, so in this free 3 weeks, we teach the students about looking for jobs, how to succeed in their academic studies, as well as how to succeed looking for jobs after they graduate and looking for part-time jobs as well. So this is a very useful course that we offer for free for 3 weeks. Okay, the next thing I'm about to tell you again is one of the greatest, I think, besides the internships, is one of the greatest, and free English is one of the greatest advantage of studying in CQ University. Okay, we call it the CQU Graduate Guarantee. This is something that is new, that we started to offer just about 1 or 2 months ago. Okay, so what this is that this is the first ever in Australia. So I can tell you that no other, you will not get this in any other university. Okay, so what this is that we are giving our students a warranty that comes with every undergraduate level CQU degree. Let me give you an example. Let's say if you have a student that enrolls and studies Bachelor of Business Marketing in CQ University, okay? And then 6 months, after they graduate from CQU, they get their degree. 6 months, within 6 months, they can't find a job in marketing or in their discipline, okay? Let's say they can't find a job. What we'll do is we will then give these students a free postgraduate course. So it's a free graduate certificate in leadership and entrepreneurship course. Okay, entirely free. The student has up to 12 months to study this course. And remember, okay, because, let's say in the future, if the student decide to go on and study MBA or Masters of Business Management, they've already completed this free course from CQU, right? The free graduate certificate. So eventually, potentially, they can also apply for credit transfers from this graduate certificate course to their MBA or the Masters of Business Management. Okay, so it's really, really outstanding, and no other university in Australia offers this. So this is our CQU graduate guarantee for every bachelor degree. Okay, just in terms of a tuition fee comparison for your information, you can see here, without naming any universities, okay, you have the group of 8 universities, and you have some of the tuition fee for the other, universities. You can easily see from this, okay, in terms of a public university. So CQU is obviously a public university. We are not a private school or private university. For public university, that is ranked top 2% worldwide for graduate employability. For public universities, the MBA is ranked within top 10 in Australia. You can see that our tuition fee are amongst one of the most affordable in Australia. And the figures that you see here, we haven't even taken into account the 25% scholarship yet. Okay, so this is really, really affordable and really, really high value for the students as well. Okay, so coming back to the dates as well, I mentioned earlier that we normally have 3 intakes per year. So term 1 is our next biggest intake of the year. It's coming up in March, 7th of March, 2022, followed by term 2, which is in 11th of July. And we normally have a final term, term 3, not for every single course, but for some of the popular courses. We do have a term 3 intake, which commences on 7th of November, 2022. All right, so the last part of, in this last part of my presentation, I'm just going to do a quick summary of the CQU advantage. So what are some of the top advantages of studying at CQ University? Number 1, I mentioned to you, according to the Good Universities 2021 guide, CQU is actually ranked top 2% worldwide for graduate employability, okay? Number 2, I think one of the big reasons is because of the internships. You know, I showed you in the slide earlier, we have we have internships in so many of our courses. And because these internships are very relevant industry internships, and they are arranged by CQ University in the final term, students' term. So many of our students actually go on to get full-time job offers after they graduate from CQ University. The third advantage is that we have 12 different campus locations for your international students to choose from: Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, and all throughout Queensland, even in Adelaide as well. All these are regional campus locations, okay? The fourth point is that, as I mentioned, it's amazing how we offer free English studies for our students, up to 30 weeks, 30 weeks, if they package with any CQU academic course. And fourth point, as I just showed you earlier, we offer the CQU graduate guarantee now for any students who enroll into CQU's bachelor degree, any bachelor course, okay? Last but not least, we do have very, very big offshore teams in India. And for those of you in Indonesia, you might already know this. We currently have a CQ University campus in Jakarta. And next year, we are actually going to open a second campus in Medan as well in Indonesia. So, and we also have a team there in Indonesia to support all of you if you need to. Okay, last but not least, I wanted to show you this slide. Again, this is what I mentioned before. This is some statistics that is taken from the Good Universities Guide. And you can see here what the reason why CQU is actually ranked top 2% in the world for graduate employability. So you can see very clearly here that the graduates who graduate from CQ University, whether it's undergraduate or postgraduate, they actually earn more than the normal, graduate from any other Australian universities. Okay, so that's probably the end of my presentation. But I would like you to think about it. If you speak to your students, potential students, like some students will choose the university based on the brand name, right? But I think in this day and age, every job that you apply for, there's so much competition. Why are you paying so much money? But, why not come to a university that's, really can help you to, deliver so much value, and come to a university that you do the internship and you can really find a full-time job after that. And you can see from the statistics that our alumni actually earn more than the higher national average salary. So last 2 slides, but again, can send this all to you. So we have some of the key links for you to search if you need more information. And you can also connect with CQU through our Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, so we have all these channels for you to connect with us as well. Okay, so yeah, thank you very much for your time today. So I'd like to open up for any questions. Yeah, maybe you can, Chow or Chrissy, you want to compile and let me know if there are any questions? Yeah.
Thank you, Samantha, for wonderful information that you just gave us. If anyone have any question, you might want to unmute and speak up, or you can actually put the questions in the chat box so I can read it out loud for Samantha to answer it.
Yeah.
Okay, why everybody think about the questions that you want to ask? I might want to ask Samantha about, Samantha, is it normally when students go to CQU, is it CQU is level 1 universities? Do you check like the financial documents when a student apply?
Okay, at the moment, CQU, I believe it's still at level 2. So we do check the, I think, ask for the financials from Vietnam, even from Vietnamese students, if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much
Yeah.
for that. And for your slide about guarantee like job for undergraduate student.
You mean this one?
Yes, that
the
one. Yes,
yeah.
that the first ever in Australia. That really impressive.
Yeah.
Is it offer for all undergraduate students?
Yes, so it's for all undergraduate students, so it doesn't matter what course. So whether it's Bachelor of Nursing, Bachelor of Business, Bachelor of IT, so any single course, it's not a job. So it's called the graduate guarantee. But again, as I said, that is fantastic because when the student graduates from CQ University within 6 months, let's say if they can't find a job within their discipline, so we will give them a free post-study course for free, and the course is called free graduate certificate in leadership entrepreneurship, and they will get the full transcripts and the full degree, the full certificate. So eventually, if the student want to study MBA or master's, they can use this one to get some credit transfers as well.
Okay, wow, I
Yeah.
see. So like offer another certificate for free for all
Yes.
undergraduate students.
Exactly. It's a free graduate, it's a postgraduate, so it's like a master's level, so it's really, really fantastic. And again, it's the first ever in Australia. Yeah.
Okay, I see. Thank you so much.
No
And
problem.
yes, and can I ask about the traveling situation for offshore student? Now they want to
Okay.
come to Queensland to study on campus. So do you know what they need to do before on the arrival or like before the arrival to Queensland?
Yeah. Okay. I'm not I tell you what I know, but
Yes,
it's
please.
better to check as well. Okay.
Yes.
So what I do know is that we are, excuse me 1 second. Sorry, I need to just sorry, just 1 second. Yeah. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah. Where am I? Sorry, I just had a call earlier. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, wait, sorry, I might have to share my screen again. Yeah, I'm just go back to my screen now. So for any students, oh gosh, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, sorry about that. So for any students that want to come into Australia, the first thing I know that they have to be double vaccinated, fully vaccinated, and they have to have one of the vaccinations that's approved by the Australia TGA. So you need to, I think, check that. And also because it's a bit complicated, every state have their own rules. So
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, like in Victoria and New South Wales, for example, if the students come in now, I know they have to isolate for 72 hours. So for 72 hours. So and they can do it, not in the hotel, they can do it at home or where they want to stay. So that is what I know. So but it's a bit, and it's keep on changing. So I definitely would recommend that before the student come, please check the website as well.
Yes.
Yeah. It keeps changing. Even we are in Australia, we have to check so many times as well. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Samantha. I
No
actually
problem.
have two questions here. I have question number one. With master course, the student need to apply with full 2 years experience or not? Do they need experience when they apply for master degree? I guess that is the question.
Okay, yeah. So not with masters, you don't need the experience. So you don't need experience as long as you have a bachelor's degree. So unless you are talking about very specific masters. So for example, I'm putting up this slide. We do have this MBA here, Masters of Business Administration Global. Okay, this is a 2-year master's, but actually we do have another master's that's only 1.5 years. I didn't put this up, but for that master's, which is 1.5 years, yes, the students need to have relevant work experience. So for this particular master's, for example, no, you don't need to have experience. You just need to have a bachelor's, recognized bachelor's degree, and then you can just study the master's. And most of the masters are like that. Yeah, you don't need to have the work experience first.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Samantha. And question number 2, besides 25% automatic scholarship, are there any higher scholarship that offer for really like, outstanding student with really high GPA?
Not that I know of at the moment. Yeah, for research courses, there's another separate scholarship, but for those, that scholarship is called a stipend scholarship, specifically only for research students. We pay for the living expenses, but it's very, very limited, and you have to be enrolled and nominated by your supervisor to apply. For the rest of the courses, usually it's just that 25% scholarship. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem. Yeah.
And do you know like the average GPA for student to get the scholarship? I mean, like to accept it into CQU.
You mean for the scholarship or just the entry requirement?
I think just it. Yeah, I'm asking for the entry requirements.
I think it really depends because on which course. If it's the health courses, like Bachelor of Nursing, Bachelor of Physiotherapy, just bear in mind that it's very competitive and the requirement is very high. So I can give you some examples like Bachelor of Nursing, Bachelor of Physiotherapy, Bachelor of Psychology, Psychological Science, Bachelor of Chiropractic. We also have, I think, Bachelor of Laboratory Medicine and all that. Those are very, Bachelor of Childhood Education, for example. Okay, it's the entry requirement is quite high, and you need to have IELTS 7 for those health courses. The student should really go and take IELTS for those health courses. For the rest of the courses, like for example, on this slide, what you can see, usually the entry requirements is not that difficult. As for example, let's just say, for example, Master of IT. As long as you have a bachelor's, and it doesn't have to be in IT, you have a bachelor degree, you can actually apply for the Masters of IT course. Yeah. And then same thing with the engineering as well. It's better if you have a Bachelor of Engineering, and then you can apply for the Masters of Engineering. Then for Masters of Project Management, as long as you have a bachelor's in pretty much any background, or MBA, if you have a bachelor's in any background, and then you will be able to apply for the MBA course as well. The IELTS requirement for most of these courses is 6.5. However, if you just see on this slide, I want to point out something. So the Masters of MBA Global course, this IELTS is 6.5, but this Masters of Business Management IELTS is only 6. So recently I have a student that tried to apply for this MBA course, but because her English is not that good, she has to study more weeks of English. In the end, we suggest her to take this course instead. Master of Business Management, she only need IELTS 6, no band less than 5.5. So instead of study 30 weeks of English, she only need to study 20 weeks of English, and it's entirely free. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes, that is really impressive point of like free English.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
like,
and also I can mention just the same. Masters of Engineering, you do need 6.5 IELTS as well, no band less than 6. But Masters of Management for engineers, you only need IELTS 6, no band less than 5.5. Okay. So if you have a student, the English is not that strong, or they don't want to study up to 30 weeks, so you can consider these courses that have slightly a lower IELTS requirement, like the Masters of Business Management and this Masters of Management for Engineers, these two courses.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
Samantha.
No
So
problem.
for the free English course, so if students for some reason they cannot take IELTS or they don't they don't take IELTS, so they can actually take the placement test from CQU, and then they can, and the CQU will offer them the package offer of English and the main course, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. So again, not for the health or specialized courses. Those ones with IELTS 7 means you usually the student will have to take the IELTS test no matter what before they get in. For the rest of the courses, we do accept IELTS, of course. We accept PTE, we accept TOEFL, IBT, home edition as well. We don't accept Duolingo, just let you know, okay? So all these tests we accept, but in case the student doesn't want to take any of these tests, we do offer a Versan online English placement test, okay? The test is online, and for example, we can send the test to Bright Can Achieve Vietnam and Bright Can Achieve Indonesia office, or maybe the student can go to your office, or somehow it can be done online under supervision. And then based on the results of that online test, we can offer the student the package English up to 30 weeks together with their main course, whether it's diploma, bachelor or master's. Okay, then the entire English part will be free.
Okay, thank you, Samantha. I have another question here. Is the undergraduate scholarship will apply to health course as well, or just like selected programs that apply the scholarship?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, good question. So I'm very happy to tell you that the 25% scholarship apply to all courses, even the health courses. So I've had some agents ask me, what about Bachelor of Nursing? You know, what about Bachelor of Physiotherapy? Even PhD like 4 years course. And the good news is that it applied to entire course duration for all courses and all campus. So it really doesn't matter what campus you pick, you know, and doesn't matter what course, and no GPA requirement in 2022. So I think that's the best part.
Yeah, so
and
as long as they are accepted by CQU, they can have 25% of scholarship.
That's right. That's the main thing. Yeah, that's the main thing. Yeah.
And another one is like when students apply for Bachelor of Nursing, when do they need to submit IELTS or band 7.0?
Yeah. So I would say that just going back to the IELTS slide, I would say that depends on when, because you know, for bachelors of nursing, for example, we only offer in term 1 and term 2, which is March and July. So it really depends. So we used to have a English center in Rockhampton, so we were able to offer an IELTS preparation course, but we are no longer operating this English center in Rockhampton. So it's best for the student to meet the IELTS, and I would say that I can only tell you one thing is for the Bachelor of Nursing course, it's a quota-based course. Okay, so for example, if you have a student that wants to come and study in March 2022, then obviously I think it would be best to submit and you know, the IELTS as soon as possible, just to get the offer letter and get a place in the course. Same thing for the July. So if your student wants to come and start the Bachelor of Nursing course in July, then I would say as soon as they have their IELTS results, and then, you know, please, you know, go submit it straight away and apply for the course to get an offer letter so they can get a space in the Bachelor of Nursing course.
Okay, so it's not sure if they can get in if they, for example, they study package offer like English and Bachelor of Nursing. If they cannot pass the IELTS 7.0, they cannot get the offer for Bachelor of Nursing. Even they study English course, they still have to take the IELTS.
Yes, exactly right. So no matter what, if they package English, they still must take the IELTS exam, okay? They still have to meet 7 across all bands in order to commence the Bachelor of Nursing course.
Okay, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Samantha.
No problems. Yeah.
Yes.
Do we have any other questions?
Do you have any questions or inquiries from Indonesia part? If you have any question, you can unmute and you can ask Samantha. Yeah. Okay.
No? Okay.
Yeah.
I have one
type
here.
on the chat. Yep.
Yes, you can see it. How much students need to pay in advance for the free English and academic program package?
For the free English, okay. So if the students are studying free English plus the academic course, just example, they're studying a Bachelor of Business, okay? So you don't, the student don't need to pay anything for the English part, but for the Bachelor or the Masters, they will need to pay one term of tuition fees, which is usually, depending if it's bachelor's, usually 4 subjects. Masters, I would say maybe 3 subjects. So one term COE deposit for the main course, but nothing for the English because English is free. Yeah.
Thank you, Samantha.
No problems. Yeah.
And then we have one here. The 25% scholarship is for both undergrad and postgraduate programs.
That's right.
Is it
For
right? Yeah,
all programs.
All the programs
Yeah.
that offered
All
by
course,
yes,
all campuses. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Thank you so much.
that's all. Oh, okay. Any other question? Or I think that.
I think you just like give a lot of like detailed information and then all the selling point of CQU and the scholarship and the eligibility of students who want to get the scholarship. So I think I think our partners actually get all the information that they might need for now to you know to promote for CQU. And if in the near future or hopefully after this training, we can get some inquiries or yes for the students who want to apply for CQU.
Thank you, Charles. So yeah, if I can just give maybe just a quick like a 1-2 minute summary. Again, I put this slide up for you. So of course, you know, there's so many universities in Australia, right? But really, as I say to you, it's not just like for CQU, our greatest advantage is number one, we offer internships in most of our courses, and because of these internships, and they are so relevant at industry internships, it really helps 80 to 90% of our graduates immediately when they graduate from CQ University. They already have the full-time job offer. It's no point that you graduate from the top university, you pay so much money, you know what I mean, but you can't find a job. So what's the point, and then even if I give you 3 years post-study work right visa, you take 1.5 years to find a job. You know what I mean? However, with CQU, you can see that because of our internships, so many of our students find a job immediately, straight away. Okay, so and then again, I want to mention about the 12 campus locations, Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, and we have so many campus locations in regional locations. So it's really good for students, especially if they're considering permanent residence or, like longer post-study work visa in regional areas. I think the last 2 points I again want to emphasize: free English studies package with any CQU course. You really can't find that in any other university.
Yeah, I think so.
Right? Yeah, it's fantastic. And it's not and at the end of the day, we are public university, so you can be sure that the English that we teach are really fantastic. Okay, and last but not least, I told you and you agreed with me, Charles, like the CQU graduate guarantee is fantastic. When I saw this myself, I was like, wow, if only I knew this, I would have studied in CQU as well. It's such a fantastic option for the students to get a free course, after they graduate from CQ University's bachelor degree. So so
I just have one question just pop up in my mind right now.
Sure.
Is when students they finish undergrad and then they get the leadership course for 1 year. Is it that that transcript can be used to apply for another just for example, if they want to find another master degree from another university, for example, can they use that like as the official transcript to get this course exemption, or it just apply to CQU master degree?
No. They can use this course. It's an official course because we give the
Oh.
transcripts and the certificate as well.
Mm.
So that's why they can use it to apply for another master's course at any other university, not just CQU as well. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
see.
that's why I say it's fantastic because
Mm.
it's a CRICOS qualification from CQ University. So, and you can use it for any other course as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you, Samantha. And
No
can I ask
problem.
one more question for
Yeah,
Sydney
absolutely.
Melbourne campus? I think it's like because most of Vietnamese students they interested in like big city. What is the popular course, or how many courses offered in Sydney and Melbourne campus?
I can't remember exactly, but off the top of my head, right?
Yeah.
All these,
All this
I think
program
most
here.
of these courses that you see here,
Mm.
probably, I can't remember, but I'm quite sure all of these courses I show here are offered in Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane as well.
Oh.
Yeah, except the nursing course, of course, it's only in
Yeah.
Rockhampton.
Yes.
Yeah, but all these other courses, I believe they're all they're offered in Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane as well. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the question that I want to ask you for now.
Okay, no
Okay.
problem. Yeah.
Okay, I think that's all.
That's all? Okay,
Yes.
sure.
Thank you so much, our partner in Vietnam and Indonesia and Taiwan as well. Spend this morning time to CQU and Partnership. In the future or after the training, I will, me, myself, and Chrissy will email you the presentation and the recording video of the training. And if in the near future, if you have any inquiries or any questions related to CQU and CQU programs, we would love to get an emails from you. So we can actually have some application for CQU in the future.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, thank you so much, Chow and Chrissy, and thank you everyone here for your time today. I hope I've given you good information, and I really hope you can also promote CQ University. It's really good value for money and definitely very quality course. And as I mentioned, again and again, it's no point that you spend so much money to go into a branded university and you come out, you can't find a job.
Yeah, it's a lot of benefits here.
Exactly.
Students.
You don't talk about PR. If you can't find a job, how can you get the PR even? You got difficulties. But come to CQ University. There's so many benefits. Especially you will find that our students really do be able to find the jobs after that. Okay. So we have our first biggest intake coming up in March 2021. 2022 next year. Yeah, so if you have any questions, please let Can Achieve know, and I'm sure they'll send you the presentation shortly. Okay.
I am excited to get inquiries from our partners for CQU.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Samantha.
Yeah, thank you so much, Chow, for your helping out, and also Chrissy, and thank you everyone here. Okay. Yeah, have a good day wherever you are. All right.
You too, Samantha.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye. Nice day all.
Bye.
Bye. Have a nice day, everyone.
Yeah. Bye.